Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is x plus 2 to the power 4 plus x plus 1 to the power 4. This is equal to 17. So what is the value of x? Given that x is a member of real numbers. Now, let's provide a solution from here. Now, we can express x plus 2. We can let a to be equal to x plus 2, and we can let b be equal to x plus 1. So let's express this equation here in terms of a and b. So this implies we have a to the power of 4 plus b to the power of 4. This is equal to 17. Let's call this equation 1. And we have that a minus b, this is equal to x plus 2, subtract x plus 1. So this implies that a minus b, this is equal to, now this is x plus 2 minus x, then minus 1 times plus 1, this is minus 1. So this implies that a minus b, this is equal to x minus x, this simplifies, 2 minus 1, this is equal to 1. Let's call this equation 2. Now, the next step is that from equation 1, which is a to the power of 4 plus b to the power of 4, this is equal to 17. We can express a to the power of 4 plus b to the power of 4. This is the same thing as a squared minus b squared raised to the power of 2 plus 2a squared multiplied by b squared. This is equal to 17. Now, a squared minus b squared, this is the same thing as a plus b multiplied by a minus b. Now, but this is squared, so we have a plus b squared multiplied by a subtract b raised to the power of 2 plus 2a squared b squared. This is equal to 17. All right, now let us add a plus b to the power of 2. Now this means this is a squared plus b squared plus 2ab multiplied by a minus b. Remember, a minus b is what we have in equation 2. A minus b is equal to 1. So let's substitute 1 here. So we have 1 raised to the power of 2, then plus 2a squared b squared. This is equal to 17. Now, 1 squared is 1 times a squared plus b squared plus 2ab, which is a squared plus b squared plus 2ab, then plus 2a squared b squared. This is equal to 17. Now, the next step from here, we have that a squared plus b squared, this can be expressed as a subtract b raised to the power of 2, then plus 2ab. Then now we have 2ab here, so plus 2ab, then plus 2a squared multiplied by b squared. This is equal to 17. Now, a minus b again, this is what we have in equation 2 here, which is 1. So let's substitute 1 here. So this is 1 squared plus 2ab plus 2ab. This is 4ab. Then plus 2a squared b squared. This is equal to 17. So we have 1 squared. This is 1 plus 4ab plus, now we can express 2a squared b squared. This is, remember, this is in the form of a raised to the power of n times b to the power of n, which we can express as a times b raised to the power of n. So let's apply this property so that we have 2 into the parentheses. This is a b squared. This is equal to 17. Now, So here we have 2ab squared plus, now this is 4ab, then plus 1. Let's take 17 on the left hand side. So this is minus 17. This is equal to 0. So this is 2ab squared plus 4ab. Then 1 minus 17. This is minus 16. And this is equal to 0. The next step is to divide everything here. Let's divide by 2. So that now 2ab squared divided by 2. This is a b raised to the power of 2, then plus 4ab divided by 2. This is 2ab, then subtract 16 divided by 2, which is 8. This is equal to 0. Now, we can solve, this is a quadratic equation here. Let's solve this quadratic equation by factorization method. Remember, the product here is equal to minus 8, and we have the sum is equal to 2. So we can identify two factors. Let's identify two factors here. If we multiply those two factors, we have a value of minus 8. If we sum these two factors, we have a value of 2. So these two factors, we have 4 and minus 2. 4 times minus 2, this is minus 8. Then 4 plus minus 2, this is equal to 2. So let's substitute these factors so that we have ab to the power of 2 plus 4ab minus 2ab subtract 8. This is equal to 0. Okay, so we have ab raised to the power of 2 plus 4ab minus 2ab minus 8. This is equal to 0. So we have got two parts here. So let's factor out, remember, ab squared plus 4ab. So what we have here, ab is common. We can factor out ab. Then here we have ab plus 4 minus 2 is common here. So we have 2 into the parentheses. This is ab plus 4. This is equal to 0. So we have that ab plus 4 is common here. So we have ab plus 4 multiplied by ab subtract 2. This is equal to 0. So we have got two parts here. We have ab plus 4. This is equal to 0. And we have ab minus 2. This is equal to 0. So this means that ab is equal to minus 4. And we have ab is equal to 2. So let's call this case 1. This is case 1. And this is case 2. Now let's start with case 1 here. Now from case 1, we have ab is equal to minus 4. And if you recall, we have that a minus b, this is equal to 1. This is from equation 2. So from here, we can make a to be the subject of the formula so that a is equal to b plus 1. Let's substitute a, which is b plus 1, here, so that we have b multiplied by b plus 1. This is equal to minus 4. So this means that this is b times b, which is b squared, plus b times 1, which is b. Let's take minus 4 on the left hand side. So this becomes plus 4. This is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation, all right, with a equal to 1, b equal to 1, and c equal to 4. Okay, so let's assess the nature of the root of this quadratic equation. To do this, let's determine the discriminant value, which is b squared minus 4ac. So let's substitute the values of a, b, and c. So this is 1 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, then times c, which is 4. So this is 1 squared, which is 1, minus 4 times 4, which is 16. and this is equal to 1 minus 16, this is minus 15, and this is less than 0. What this denotes is that here we have two complex roots. We have two complex roots, and therefore there is no real solution that can be obtained from this quadratic equation. And given that x is a member of real numbers, then this means that this quadratic equation here is rejected. So case 1 is rejected. Case 1 is rejected. Let's proceed to case 2. Case 2. In case 2, we have that AB is equal to 2. We have that AB is equal to 2. And given equation 2, which is A minus B, this is equal to 1. Let's make A to be the subject of the formula. That means that A is equal to B plus 1. So this means we have B multiplied by B plus 1. This is equal to 2. So let's take 2 on the left-hand side. So this means we have B squared plus B minus 2. This is equal to 0. So you find that this is a quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation. We can solve this quadratic equation by factorization method. So this is B squared. This is B squared plus 2B minus B minus 2. This is equal to 0. So we have got two parts here. So this means we have got two parts here. From the first part here, we have that B is common. We factor B. So this is B plus 2 minus 1 is common here. So this means we have B plus 2. This is equal to 0. Since B plus 2 is common here, so we have B plus 2 multiplied by B minus 1. This is equal to 0. So this implies we have got two parts here. We have B plus 2. This is equal to 0. And we have B minus 1. This is equal to 0. So this means that B1 is equal to minus 2. And this means that B2, this is equal to 1. Okay? Now, if you recall, we assume that let B be equal to x plus 1. So now we can solve for the values of x from here. Let's start with B1, which is minus 2. So this means that x is equal to B minus 1. So x1 is equal to B1 is minus 2 minus 1, and this means that x1 is equal to minus 3. So we have the first value of x1. Now, given that b2 is 1, this means that we have x2, which is equal to b, which is 1, minus 1. And this means that x2 is equal to 1 minus 1, which is 0. So we have got two values of x here. We have x1 is equal to minus 3, and we have x2 is equal to 0. So let's verify that these two values of x satisfies the equation. Now let's verify that x1, which is minus 3, and x2, which is 0, satisfies the equation. Now, if you recall, we have that x plus 2 raised to the power of 4, then plus x plus 1 raised to the power of 4. This is supposed to give us a value of 17. Let's start with x1, which is minus 3. So we have minus 3 plus 2 raised to the power of 4, then plus, this is minus 3 plus 1 raised to the power of 4. This is supposed to give us a value of 17. So minus 3 plus 2, this is minus 1 raised to the power of 4, then plus minus 3 plus 1, this is minus 2 raised to the power of 4. This should give us a value of 17. Minus 1 to the power of 4, this is 1, plus minus 2 to the power of 4, this is 16. This should give us a value of 17. 1 plus 16, this is 17, which is equal to 17. The left hand side is equal to the right hand side, and that affirms that x1, which is minus 3, satisfies the equation. Let's take x2, which is 0. So we have x plus 2 raised to the power of 4, then plus x plus 1 raised to the power of 4. This should give us a value of 17. In this case, x is 0, so we have 0 plus 2 raised to the power of 4, then plus 0 plus 1 raised to the power of 4. This should give us a value of 17. So this is 2 to the power of 4 plus 1 to the power of 4. This should give us a value of 17. So this is 16 plus 1. This should give us a value of 17. 16 plus 1, this is 17, which is equal to 17. So the left hand side is equal to the right hand side, and this implies that x2, which is equal to 0, also satisfies the equation. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and kindly subscribe. Please like this video and subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.